Well, of course, nonprofit agencies are working overtime to help those in need during this crisis. A task force involving several United Way organizations across the region has also launched a nearly $2 million fundraising campaign. This morning, we are joined by Lisa Cofer, Executive Director of the United Way in Bristol, to tell us more about these local and regional efforts. And Lisa, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me. Yes, we actually established our local United Way of Bristol Relief Fund March the 23rd, and we've raised a little under $40,000 for that fund. And this week we brought some local folks together, formed an advisory committee, and allocated the first $20,000 of those funds.
And certainly that money is so needed right now. Lisa, what are you seeing when it comes to the need in the Bristol area?
Wow, I'll tell you, I'm working in the office every day, and we are just bombarded by calls from folks, mostly folks that have lost their jobs recently because of the impact of the virus. Their businesses have shut down, and they're trying to determine how they're going to feed their families and how they're going to be able to pay their rent and their utilities. And so the dollars that people have given to this relief fund, we allocated to those agencies that what we consider are boots on the ground, and are working with those that have been mostly impacted by the virus and everything that's happened. So the two greatest needs we're seeing right now are for food, and our local food pantries are doing a great job of helping our folks and providing them with what they need, but the needs are huge. So I encourage folks to give to their local food pantries, and then folks trying to pay their rent. I probably had 15 calls this week alone, plus all the ones we've had the last few weeks from folks that, are just worried about how they're going to pay their rent. And so we're working with our agencies like Bristol Faith in Action and Salvation Army and so many others to make sure that they have those resources in order to be able to keep these families in their homes right now until they can get back to work.
Yeah, and Lisa, so many different just heartbreaking stories, and these are people, it seems like, too, who find themselves in uncharted territory. I mean, they've not had to ask for help before, so they're navigating this new world that they've suddenly been pushed into.
Absolutely, and those are the majority of the calls that we're getting, is folks who really don't know where to go to get that help, and who are so worried because they've never been late on their rent before, or they have always been able to keep food on the table, and they just don't know what to do. And so they call us, and we're working with so many agencies as well as government, our local governments and others, to try to make sure that these families are taken care of. In fact, for the past several weeks, we've worked on putting together a homeless program for those folks that might be impacted and get sick. And what are we going to do with those folks and make sure that they're safe and get the health care that they need? So we're all joining together with our local chambers of commerce and others to try to make sure that we can provide those resources that are necessary right now.
Absolutely, and of course we continue to see the community stepping up. Lisa, what can we do right now? What is the best way to help our neighbors?
The best way to help your neighbors is to first check on them, give them a call if you can, email them, because so many people, especially our elderly folks, if they don't have anyone, then they're kind of stuck. And then secondly is give to your local United Way Relief Fund or the regional fund. We're getting ready to announce soon a big gift that was given to the regional fund and what we're going to do with that to help make sure our kids are taken care of and fed. So please give if you can, and if you can give to your local food bank. I know our local Bristol Emergency Food Pantry is in need of canned tuna right now. So anything like that that you can do is greatly appreciated and very needed right now.
All right. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for the information. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
And if you would like to donate, don't forget, here is that website. Donate to your local United Way, and they will make that money available to those who need it.